So this video is going to be a little bit about revision techniques for happy revision. Now that might sound a bit strange, but it's essentially about keeping your morale up during the revision season. Okay, so there's some quite probably unconventional methods. I'll go through 5 things that can help you improve your revision. Point number 1, targeting your revision. A lot of the people I see that are like stressed with revision and stuff are just trying to cover too much content with their revision. So, you know, instead of picking just a certain topic from a certain subject, they're like trying to revise like the whole of one subject and like do notes for kind of every bit of the specification. Obviously, over the revision period and when you get study leave and stuff like that, by your exams you want to have covered everything in enough detail. However, that doesn't mean you have to do it all in one sitting. Pick a topic, so say if you've had mocks back or you've done past papers and there's a topic that's continually coming up that is that you keep falling down on, pick that topic and focus a revision session or however many you think you need on just that topic, because then you'll find that actually it does make an improvement to your overall grade because you're targeting the things where you're losing marks for. Number 2, how do you properly target one specific topic? First, doing your notes. So read a textbook, read a revision guide, make notes or read over and summarise your notes from class, anything like that. You do something to kind of remind yourself of the topic. Second of all, a set of exam questions or past paper questions specifically on that topic. Now I'm sure that your teachers will probably have access to these things, and if not, I'm sure you'll be able to find some online. Once you've done those, it's about sitting down, marking them and seeing where you've gone wrong. Is it an understanding point? So it's something that you've just completely missed the point and the understanding of what it's asking you for, or is it exam technique? Is it because you've missed out certain keywords? Is it because you've missed out a certain phrase? If it's to do with your exam technique, you need to be making notes straight from the mark scheme and the examiner report to make sure that you're hitting the points that they want you to hit for that topic. If it's an understanding issue, you need to be reading the revision guide again, watching videos on YouTube about that specific topic, or asking your teacher to explain it again after school or in your own time. Okay, thirdly, accompany revision with lots of fun things. Now that sounds really strange, but if you enjoy sport, if you enjoy art, if you enjoy reading, anything that gives you joy and relaxation, that is what you should be coupling your revision with. So today, for example, I am going to be doing a lot of revision, but I've also coupled it with seeing my boyfriend and going shopping. Bought loads of new things, which I probably shouldn't have been spending money on. I did revision in the morning, and then I went and did my shopping, had a bit of me time, and then did some more revision, and now I'm spending time with my boyfriends and filming this video. And they are all things that I get enjoyment from, and they make it easier to sit back at the table and do a bit more revision because you feel like you've had a break. So do things that you enjoy doing as well as revision and couple them in the same day or the same time frame. Nobody wants to be cooped up in the house all day, sitting at a table or a desk with only short breaks in between. It's boring, it makes you less focused on your work, it's just never as good. The fourth point would be to focus when you're doing revision. So couple it with things that you enjoy doing, couple it with everything else. But when you're working, you should be working. Sit down and say, okay, I have this task to complete. Now, I am the most awful person for getting distracted. I can't just sit down and say, oh, I'll make notes or whatever, because I'll scroll on my phone or I'll look on YouTube or I'll just do something that is not conducive to the task at hand. And I can't help myself. It's just the way I am. Even if it's literally just looking at the oven or playing with thread on my jumper, I will find something to do rather than do what I set out to do. And the way that I combat that is I say, okay, by this time I will have finished this paper or this many questions, and so I've set myself a target and I know that I just have to keep working solidly through that until it's done, and when it's done, that's it. I haven't set myself, okay, I have to revise for an hour. Don't do it by time. do it by tasks. It's much harder to motivate yourself for a certain set period of time, because if you've said, okay, I'm going to study for an hour and a half, and then you run out of one task and then you're wasting time doing something else or doing something else, just have it ready and say, I am going to do this exercise, I'm going to do this set of questions, or I'm going to do this past paper. You print it all off ready before you start your revision, and then you just dive straight in, and when it's done, it's done. If it took you an hour, then it took you an hour. If it takes you 2 hours, it takes you 2 hours. But when it's done, and you know you can cross it off and go and do something you enjoy. 5th, only study when you want to study. If you wake up and you know that when you sit at that table nothing is going to go in, don't do anything, and you'll find that as soon as you start to relax and, you know, treat yourself to those relaxation periods where you don't have to work, that it starts kicking in where you think, oh no, I need to work, I want to. Now, hopefully, all of you conscientious people out there that are watching revision tip videos are going to be the types of people that are motivated to revise and motivated to study anyway. And so there are going to be days when you wake up and you want to study. You will want to just say, okay, I want to get stuff done today. And that is when you have to capitalise. And you think, right, I'm going to capitalise on this now. Obviously, sometimes you have to work when you don't want to work. But you know, if I get to like 3 days before my exam and I wake up and I'm like, I'm not feeling it today, of course I'm still gonna do revision. But now, probably like pre-Easter, don't break your back trying to stress yourself out and do loads of revision, because when it comes to like end of April, May, and you are on study leave now and you are like, crap, gotta work, gotta study, gotta do this, you'll feel like you haven't had a break since Christmas. If you start now and you do it gradually and you just build up to the point where you're like, yeah, I know I've got to study, I know I've got to do this, that slow build up to, okay, I'm sitting down and now it's full steam ahead, proper full day revision, the transition seems much easier. You should be now starting, but easing yourself in. You know, you should be easing yourself into it. So don't stress. Stay happy, do things that you enjoy as well as revision, and I promise that if you target your revision and be economical with it, that it will actually do you much better, because you'll be happier and you'll be wanting to learn and wanting to pay attention in school and things, because you're not as tired or run down from revision, and that is so helpful. It's so helpful. So stay happy, don't forget to like and subscribe.